Alright guys, so in the last video we talked about cleaning white bass and sheephead to get them where they're an all white flesh fillet and they taste pretty good. So figured I would, while I'm working on this, we just got home and the fish have been on ice, and we got some crappies, bluegills, perch, sauger, sheephead, and white bass that I got to clean up from today. So bear with me, we'll do a little episode, maybe do some cooking too, so stay tuned. Just for reference, there is some bluegill and sheephead fillets in here, but from fishing on the dock, just at first glance, you really wouldn't know the difference. So that's actually a sheephead, nice white flesh. So we'll get to cleaning these other ones. Unfortunately, it is nighttime, so we're gonna be dealing with the shadows of the lights and stuff, but bear with me. Hopefully this turns out well. We'll start off with this white bass first. The big one you remember from the episode. These are the ones that are, when they get bigger, they really have some red meat on them, so this will be a good one to show. Okay, now the first one I'm going to show a fillet just like we would anything else. We'll go right to the skin. Now, when you look on the back here, see all that red meat? That's the stuff that gives it bad taste. And interesting thing about red meat is the more red meat there is, the longer the fish can generally sustain fast speeds. So as you know, white bass like to cruise around, chase shad all the time. They need this red meat with this oxygenated muscle to help them swim fast for long periods of time. So if you didn't know that, kind of an interesting tidbit. But I'm going to take this red meat off because this is what gives it a bad taste. And I'm going to show you, it's kind of difficult if you leave it on the skin first, or if you take it off with the skin. So you kind of got to work just underneath it and get all that red meat off. So I'm going to show you an easier way on both sheephead and white bass to get this off, because I don't like doing it like this. Plus it kind of butchers the meat a little bit too. So I'm just going to get my small blades out. See if I can pull some ribs out. Not very good with these ones. But with this new Bubba Flex knife, it sure helps. There we go. Now we didn't lose all that belly meat like we would on a yellow bass. Get those pin bones out. There, got a nice thick white fillet. You know, if you wanted to, you could take out this little bit of red and the line too. Just like you can zipper them like a walleye. I don't know if you've ever done the zipper technique. Just pull right down. Got all white meat there. Put that in the water. Then you grab the other side of the zipper and pull it like that. Red meat's out. That works for walleyes too. Generally, there's not enough red meat on a walleye for me to even worry about it, but it also pulls the pin bones out. So, we'll do the other side different. Alright. This part's the same. Any other fish. Cut it right off. Now instead of going right to the skin, what I'm gonna do is stay up a little bit. Yeah, it's been a while, but you can see there's quite a bit of that red meat stayed on the skin. And I just have to do a little bit of trimming on this. Got just a little deep. Again, take out the ribs. There's a tough one there. There you go. No bones. If you know me, you know no bones is a good thing. Try to make it so there's absolutely no bones in all my fish. And that time the zipper didn't work very well. There we go. Now that's a white bass fillet. That's really good eating. You won't know the difference. You can mix it in with bluegills, crappies, perch, whatever. I mean, you know, there's a little different texture, but I guarantee when you chunk them all up and bread them the same, people won't know the difference. Now the small ones don't have as much red meat, but you see I stayed high enough that it left it on the skin. There's just a tiny little bit that I left. There. With these smaller ones, I'm just gonna take out that whole rib section. No bones. Just a little bit of red meat. I'm not worried about that. That won't taste bad. Not on these small ones. Another thing that's important in the summertime, get these fish on ice right away. You know, some people bleed them out, but as long as those gills are red, you know, the meat's still good. If those gills turn gray, you know, it's just, the meat's gonna smell, and yeah. Definitely with something that you already have a little bit different taste to, you don't want to be making it even worse. There we go. Alright, now here's our sheephead. He's getting a little discoloration because he's been in the ice so long, but you can see the gills are still red. Good to go. We're going to do the same thing. I'll go to the skin again just to show you how much red meat's on a sheephead. So that's what the back of a sheephead fillet looks like if you don't leave all that on the skin. It's quite a bit of what I would consider probably fishy, really fishy, oily meat. So definitely want to clean some of that off. Like I said before, it's easier to just leave it on the skin. Than to have to cut it off like this. There. Now all that meat's off. Cut the ribs out. I've got a nice little fillet, nice white. Like I showed you at the beginning, after they soak in water, they really turn white and look just like the bluegill fillets. But on this one, I'm definitely leaving it on the skin because it's easier. Sometimes you get little chunks of vertebrae when you cut along them too. You just gotta cut that out nicely. Okay, see all that meat just stayed right on the skin? Should be pretty good. Got a little bit of trimming to do still. I got a little deep, but better than before. Once you do a lot of these, you get the hang of it, and you can keep all that red meat off of there. So that's how you clean white bass and sheephead that have the red meat. You know, I still ended up having to trim it a little bit. If I had multiple ones, I probably would have got the hang of it, but you kind of get the gist of what you have to do to get that white fillet that's very good eating. And also, like I said, get them on ice right away in the summertime. Otherwise, they're going to go bad pretty quick. All right, there's our batch of fillets. Like I said, there's perch, sauger, crappie, sheephead, white bass, bluegills. Yeah, there's a whole mixed batch in there. Actually, the darkest meat in there is the saugers, so yeah, we'll fry them up and see what everybody thinks. All right, so it's a couple days later. We're gonna have some of this fish and see how the kids like it, and see if they can distinguish the white bass and that from the bluegills and crappies and such. But anyways, you can see the fridge got it nice and cold. Yeah, we'll get trimming this meat up and cooking it up for the kids. All right, so we'll start off. We'll do a batch of bluegill, crappie, perch, etc. mixed together. You know, the generic panfish species. So, and then I'll do a batch of white bass and sheephead, and I won't tell the kids which plate is which, so we'll see which one they like. All right, the panfish are done. They're on the blue plastic plate. Just remember that when we get to the taste test. Here's the sheephead and white bass fillets. As you can see, just from the looks of them, they're not much different. Okay, it's time to call the kids in. Panfish plate. sheephead and white bass plate. All right, kids. Let's try them out.
These, but
Okay, we've got our lemons. We've got one type over on this side, one type on this side. Let's see what they like.
I like this one.
You like that one?
Uh-huh.
That's the blue plastic plate, for those paying attention.
Oh, this one's hot. Yeah.
Oh, he went for the other plate type. What do you think, Ollie? You like it?
Ooh, that's hot.
Still a little hot?
Mm-hmm.
You're just powering through?
Hey, I know I eating this one.
You're eating that one? What do you think?
It's pretty good. What kind of fish is this?
What? You try your other one. See if you like these ones.
A moldy?
Just scarfing it.
I answer first. Let's both answer at the same time. Ready?
Okay, which side did you like? It'd be your right or your left.
Right!
You like right better and you like left better? Okay, well the right, you're right. This is bluegill, crappie, and yellow perch on this side. This side, Ollie, is white bass and sheephead. Yeah?
Ew.
They're all good? You didn't say anything about it while you were eating it.
Sorry, blue plate. I like this one better.
Yeah, what does she know?
I like both of them.
You like both of them? They're all both pretty good? So what we're going for is that white bass and sheephead taste pretty good. They're comparable to even panfish, so. Well guys, I hope this video helped you. Maybe you'll be even keeping some sheephead in the future. There's some other videos I'll put in the link just recently of talking about sheephead, catching them, how to clean them, etc. You know, always happy to promote that. And we also have an older video of catch and cook sheephead as well. But you know, you got to keep up with the times. So if you liked the video, definitely give it a like, subscribe. We appreciate all your support, and maybe G-Man will do some wake up and try some of this before nighttime.